What up, Rome and the family? Just chilling. I'm finally trying to find something to eat, but I can't find nothing to eat on. I don't got shit to eat on. Fuck. I got nothing to eat on right now. I don't know why I came on here. Like I was going to find something to eat on. I don't got shit to eat on. I don't got nothing to eat on right now. I wish I did have something to eat on, though. I probably do. I probably just open that fridge right here. But then I don't feel like doing it, though. What did I probably do? I probably open the refrigerator. Put this right here. As you can see. Yeah, put this on like 2 minutes. It's on like 2 minutes. You barely need it. Yeah, mama home. Yeah. Hello, friend. What up, my boy? Hi. What's up, my boy? What up with you? How your day going? How you do you back? Want to watch a little bit of YouTube. Watch some TV, y'all. Watch some TV, y'all. You're gonna enjoy this TV. Yeah, we gonna do this TV. Have you been to a nope? Never been to a DD party. I don't want to go to no DD party. I'm good on that. You can have fun at the DD party. Don't get bottled and forget everything. You can have fun with that DD party, home. What are you doing? Watching YouTube, looking good. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm just watching YouTube, chilling, watching some YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Watching some YouTube. Enjoying this YouTube stuff.
Nappy headboard and make it iconic. Sponsored. Recommended. Rome. Ultra Vegeta enters Dragon Ball Game.
Ultra Vegeta
24 views 3 hours ago. 41 minutes. 9 seconds. 1 of 5 in Warzone Ichigo Nadia. Some where my dog's at. Roman the family. Some Ultra Vegeta enters Dragon Ball Game. Colmeters. 24K views 3 hours ago. Skipping 20. Sponsor, Skipping 20.
PG in-demand careers on our expanding campus and a vibrant downtown community connected to a global alumni network. When you live closer, it's not hard to see.
Avengers are kind of hard to satisfy.
Remember, this entire manga and every manga on this channel is hand-drawn by myself, and now you too can learn exactly how to make your own viral Dragon Ball mangas and
Skip ahead 50 seconds. Skip ahead 40 seconds. Skip ahead 50 seconds. Skipping to Ultra Vegeta. 1 minute, 6 seconds to 41 minutes, 8 seconds.
you will learn maybe who I am today. Your Grim Reaper. Silence! How dare you make me implicit with your meddling with time? Send me back immediately! So our story continues with the shock change in the God Killer strategy to go back to some old tricks. Now back in possession of the legendary time rings, for the first time in an ungodly amount of time, Vegito would bring his opponent into an all-new timeline from the past. Whoa! What the hell did he just do? As elsewhere, in the realm of the Elder Gods, just as Castiel had ordered last chapter, the Omni King variant of Vegito would be completely shocked to see this ability of the God Killer. As it would soon then be revealed in a more far-off shot that surrounding a chair in the middle, Vegito, Gohan, and Piccolo would be watching on a divine screen the entire ongoing battle with Lucid. Unbelievable! And the Dragon God Piccolo, even in all his years of wisdom, would be just as surprised by what he would be seeing, as he would think internally, this version of Vegito is something else. What disregard and recklessness. Never have I seen someone care so little about altering the entire future of others. He bears time travel as a weapon. Then Gohan, in a similar vein, would keep some thoughts to himself beside Castiel, internalizing, Dad, this is even you in another multiverse. I can't quite believe it.
Yeah.
I see it with my own 2 eyes.
Thanks a lot
One in the
of
same
D 30 lot of woman. Yeah. You're right about that, bro. You're right about that, homie. I'm just enjoying this food and this drink.
Like his Grand Prix position, would expect him to be, you would stare immediately at the Omni King and continue, Father, what is inside you that I can't see? Do you really have the potential within you to become a monster like that? Would you ever turn like him? As a none the wiser Vegito would just continue to grimace at his multiversal counterpart. But with Gohan's face going cold, you would conclude, if things come down to it, I'll do my duty, Dad, as you always taught me to. I will be the one to take you down. Time rings. What with this cold remark done from Gohan, Castiel would now sinisterly chip in. Yes, this version of you, Vegito, the God Killer, killed more than just destroyers. He even killed the Kais themselves, and somehow got himself a number of these sacred rings, completely without any kind of punishment, even though those objects were specifically to be watched over and controlled by Elder God Cronoa. But oh well, I can't control that old hand. Nobody ever could. Before Castiel would then just shrug his shoulders nonchalantly and add, but worry not, as powerful as that tool is, it will have no effect here in the tournament. Mortal items do nothing in the realm of the Elder Gods. You'll be on equal ground. But only Vegito here he goes. We have his mind stuck on an unexpected detail, mentioning Cronoa. Don't tell me this Vegito too has an elder god watching his back. This is outrageous. It would never stand in my multiverse. What is going on? Excuse me. This tournament is invitation only. As immediately, the scene would switch back to where the Yacht Killer was, and ticked off would be the antagonist of the saga he had come to. As Perfect Cell would then be
I am making
in all
hamburger.
his glory.
Oh,
His
okay.
arms folded,
That's what's up.
translucent,
That's what's up.
like a commoner saying,
That's what's up, my boy.
this is getting real annoying now. I haven't got all day. You measly insects know how long I have been waiting for this fight with Son Goku. Vegeta and Trunks were not enough. And I will not allow you to ruin my special day. As Cell would then grunt, I went easy on her cue, but these games end here. All who interfere will die. As lifting his fingers up in Freezer-like fashion, having taken so much DNA and data from the Emperor, with a smirk, Cell would say, time to get rid of you pests. Your burned bodies can give this arena the aroma it needs instead.
You call it tough strength.
Almost kicked.
The shell only green light from. Okay. Hey.
Skipping 26. Sponsor, skipping 26.
Half the time. It absorbs grease 5 times faster. Even replaces multiple cleaning products. Elsa's got game. Dawn Power Wash. Grease getter.
Skipping 11. Sponsor, skipping 11.
It's a no-brainer.
Sister's birthday. She's an adult. Gosh.
Skip 7. Ending 10.
Birthday?
Loading.
As just like that, he would blast out a ludicrously large beam, all from that single finger. So, no! They haven't got anything to do with this! All while an oblivious Goku, who could only think to worry about the potential Earthlings up above, would scream out with all his might. But regardless of its size, as it would blast off towards the Archangel with relative speed, at least for the time, Lucif would just be standing still, like a deer caught in headlights. Sure, who does this cretin think he is? But in a fascinating reaction, the villain of the current story would have absolutely enough now of the villain of old's way of talking. His teeth becoming automatically gritted before, in perhaps complete overkill, Lucif would flash briefly his admirable eye. What? Eliciting an instant reaction from the perfect android, as Cell's eyes would immediately burst open. You would find his green and black skin suddenly illuminated completely. And as expected, the less than Super Saiyan 2 powered foe would have his own blast instantly smashed right back at himself, enveloping his body immediately. When you would get a backed out view, that wouldn't be all, as that dastardly Akabel technique had made Lucid and Cell switch positions also. Cell, now like a burnt fly that had hit a zapper in the air. As he would eventually crash right back down onto the stage unceremoniously. Impossible! Why do I have no data on this man? As a stunned bleeding from the mouth cell on the ground, we just wonder how Dr. Jerome's research could have possibly left out such a powerful possible foe. Huh? No way! Dad, did you do that? What? That blue man took out Sarah just like that! As of course, instantly, on seeing this, all of the premature Z fighters of old would each react in complete disarray. Son Goku, Son Gohan, and Vegeta not quite able to believe their eyes. God, I can't quite decide whose side I'm on. Cell or you. Seeing both of you fight, though, is quite the entertainment. But Lucy, turning back around, would just say, Cell, don't bore me with the names of these animals. Friends of yours, you do know the more you bring me to these timelines, the more your loved ones will die. This will all be on your head, God Killer! But Vegeta, starting to move backwards, would curiously respond, Oh, don't worry about me. That's the plan. As the few Saiyan would then erratically begin flying backwards with speed already, with another time portal open right behind him. He is not listening at all, triggering a less than impressed face from the elder god. Leaving him to inevitably follow suit anyway, with eventually both auras flying straight through their time portal before it would close. But as all this would happen, a certain young Saiyan with blonde hair would be watching closely and trying to figure something out. Hold on a second. We know that guy. He's the one who stole our senzu beans, wasn't he? He's the one who told me he expected big things from me. As suddenly, in an unexpected callback, this Team Gohan would be revealed to be the exact same one from the timeline Vegito visited once before, briefly, simply to get some armor and senzu beans, leaving the young Saiyan staring up in confusion of this unlocked memory until, out of nowhere, a black gloved hand would place itself right on Gohan's shoulder. With the appearances we know of the Z Fighters, it wouldn't be any of the ones we knew. Don't worry, kid. I still have big plans for you. All of you. As unbelievably, a clone of Vegito would still be there, despite the real Vegito's escape, standing beside the young boy with a firm grip on his shoulder, as Gohan would know from look alone there was nothing he could do but stand frozen in his presence, only able to mutter, I need an adult. But back with Vegito and Lucid, blasting out of the portal, they would be seen coming out into a strange green-themed planet, and right towards an...
Skip ahead 8 minutes. Skip ahead. Skip 13 seconds. Skipping to work.
I'm on Assassin's Creed.
Skipping 56.
That's all kinds of things. Because some love some disorders. Others, not so much. Find exactly what you're looking for. Booking.com, Booking.net.
RAM has always powered American freedom. Now with our Freedom of Choice pricing program, visit your local dealer to choose your option. Cash incentives or employee pricing.
That food's good though.
And nothing stops.
Skipping 15. Hey, skipping 5. Distilled moisture. Sarah dehydrates to 10 liters of
As you predict, it belongs to. But meanwhile, back at the explosion taking place at what used to be Frieza's legendary ship, Lucid would escape into the air, and far from heat, angered to the core at the situation he had been pulled into, as he would yell, Enough! Do as you please. Rack up your sins. Once the elder god of time finds out about this, I'm sure you will have greater things to worry about. For now, I will be the one responsible for sending you to the afterlife, Vegito. Whatever timeline that must be in. As a grinning back God killer, just enjoying the little game he had put on, would then extend his Godslayer blade as if preparing himself. As he would respond, now that's the spirit. I put up with you forcing yourself to be part of me. The least you can do is take part in this. Now enough talk. I'm hungry. Give me some wings! As just like that, the God Killer would then blast forward at breakneck speeds, his blade in tow. What did you say? As on instinct, Lucifer would actually swipe his metallic wing up, attempting to swat away Vegeta. But the Saiyan, ducking underneath just at the right time, would move in closer and... Here will do just fine! What? Now, right at his face, and his blade lifted up like a hammer about to strike, his aim would be clear. No! As just with the successful dismembering, Lucis' one wing would no longer be more. You think that did anything to me? But defiant, Lucifer would then in return just grab at the very base of his wing, attacks at his backside until... Pulling it out like Excalibur, the Archangel would use it as a sword and slam it straight onto Vegeta's Godslayer blade. I like that. That almost looked like something I would do. You must have learned while you were inside, eh? As peering through the small gap of their exchanging blade.
24 minutes, 16 seconds and 41 minutes, 8 seconds. Pause. Skipping to working series. 24 minutes, 16 seconds and 41 minutes.
As instantly before Lucifer could even have a response to his goads, Vegeta would immediately take his chance and slam a kick straight onto Lucifer, sending him backwards abruptly. And as he would reach the ground, he would quickly swivel around and land on his hands and feet. His hair now draped down, as he would remain still, just lamenting, I'm getting real tired of how much you talk, and annoyed at how much I listen. Why won't you just die? But before any sentence could finish, like a shadow that couldn't leave the Elder God alone, Vegeta would already be right behind him, and scarily undetected by Lucifer. Sorry, but I've got a whole lot more to see before I kick the bucket, and unfortunately, so do you. As Vegeta would then swiftly create a time portal in front of Lucifer, as he would be focused behind and... Come on! We've got places to be! before manhandling the elder god like a miscreant child, pushing him straight towards it. The two immediately shooting into it, and in the next panel, straight out, but into the most strange of places. A dark red land, almost like Vegito had somehow returned to the demon realm. But there would be hardly any time for the two to peruse their surroundings, when suddenly both would have their faces illuminated, looking on opposite sides to each other, as it would seem they had left the frying pan only to enter the fire. What have you done? As once we get a full view, shockingly, Vegito and Lucip would now be surrounded by two powerful attacks, coming straight at them, unluckily, appearing in the middle of what looks like a beam collision between a blue beam and a dark pool of thunderous energy. But as the blast would approach right to their faces, as you could probably expect, neither would seem too worried. As with minimal effort, both warriors would slam away their respective incoming attacks with mere swipes. Unknowing to them, they had just changed the fate again of a pivotal moment in Dragon Ball. The blasts eventually reaching their explosive end. In the distance, we would soon see where they initially came from. What just happened? What? Who are these two? Isn't that... As we would soon see, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Daima, Goma, and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta would all now be seen staring in complete confusion. The variants from the Daima timeline with no clue over how their climactic final battle had just been derailed so randomly. With Goma yelling, "How many more of you are there here? What's that damn fish doing, letting you into the demon realm like it's nothing?" As a Super Saiyan 4 Goku in red would mutter, "No, they're not with us, but they don't look like demons. Vegeta, got any clue?" As the blonde-haired prince would whisper back cautiously, "I don't know, but the blue man, he reminds me of the Destroyer's angel. What was his name again? Whis." Trying his best to remember the Beerus that ruled over his father, who none of the rest of the cast in this timeline had even met yet. But this strange new crimson appearance of Goku would not go unnoticed by Vegito, as watching the tailed Saiyan on the strange levitating stage, with a confused look, Vegito would question, "What is that form? It looks like the Super Saiyan 4 I saw from Gogeta's timeline, but it feels different, stronger." I need that. As a sinister grin would just immediately and instinctively come across his face the minute he would say this line. What? But before Vegito could enact whatever plan he had in his mind, Lucid would already be at his side, flying towards him again. Instantly one-upping the God Killer as the Archangel would successfully land a right turn.
Yeah, cut the hammer out of him.
But in a combo link, Lucid would then instantly fly behind the moving backward Saiyan, with his dual hands filled with charging balls of energy. Screaming his throat away as clearly lifting his hands above would power up his energy attack to maximum. Ultimately then throwing his makeshift mini death ball straight down on Vegito. This is nothing! But preparing himself, gritting his teeth and pulling his arm back. With force, Vegito would then backhand the beam, successfully sending it careering back towards Lucifer in the sky. Or at least, that's what he would assume. What? What have you? But when we would get a better view, it would actually be Goma who would be panicking in sweat, seeing his all-powerful finisher now reach his exhausted self. This can't be! Wait! The energy ball ultimately reaching him, dwarfing him in size before then completely destroying him. His body deforming as in his final screams they would bring out as his body would be completely lost in the light. Goma! Goma is dead! Who is this guy? Father would love him. As both Glorio and Pansy, watching on in shock, could not help but react to the end of the Demon King.
Skipping 56. Sponsor, Skipping 56. Who elaborates for this long video? Sponsor, Skipping 50.
Moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms.
Next, button, shop.mik.ai. Sponsor, Skipping 5. Paid space shop.
Right, we're done here. Stop! But not caring at all once again for the significance of what they had done, Vegito and Lucis' battle would rage on regardless, as Vegito would be seen taking the Elder God through yet another time portal, soon leaving the demon realm in time. But not without a puzzled Goku being left behind asking, what was that power? It made my new form look like nothing. We need to find that guy again. I need to learn who he is. But unfortunately for this time of Goku, Vegito and Lucif would already be long gone, with the Elder God seen crash landing by his front side onto the ground of a desert-like area. As this time, Vegito would enter the Boo Saga, right in the middle of Goku and Majin Vegeta's legendary battle, both stopping the fight that would ultimately...
Skip ahead 20 seconds. Skipping to Goku. Goku, skip back 10 seconds. Skip back 20, skipping to Goku. 34 minutes, 19 seconds and 41 minutes, 8 seconds.
This time you come with me! As true to his words, Lucif would arrive to slam Vegeta with an elbow the minute he would look away, taking him back into the portal he came through. But as Vegito this time would crash land on his backside, it would be clear they weren't taken back to the Diner timeline. Whoa! What? More of these sins? More weak earthlings, I assume. As Goku, Piccolo, and Raditz would all have different reactions, perplexed at who the mystery intruders could be. These are my rings, not yours! But infuriated, Vegito would immediately find himself behind the Elder God ready to counter. But for some reason, Lucif would seem unfazed. They aren't yours. They are the craftsmanship of an elder god, actually. As using his Aquabel eyes, he would simply switch places. Uppercutting Vegito, winning the exchange surprisingly yet again. Only to smash the God Killer once more through the gut and into another portal. And as the duo would escape outside, the timeline would drastically shift again. Vegito! As now they would be in the GT saga, just in the middle of Super 17 and Son Goku's fight, with the ageless insane instantly able to recognize the God Killer for once. But they would need to think fast when instantly both Vegito and Lucif would continue flying through right between them and off into another portal. Coming out the other side, now in another GT timeline, this time in a battle between baby Vegeta and the original Super Saiyan 4 Goku. What now? More Saiyans! Again making both of the fighters stop in their tracks. But alas, Lucif would keep on pushing, smashing through a mountain into the next portal. When they'd come out, we'd finally see some more recent events, with Goku Black facing off against Goku himself. The two doppelgangers reacting in tandem. But this would be just one of many, many timelines Vegito and Lucif would go through. The same process, repeating over and over an ungodly amount of time. But eventually, the constant travel through time, nearly 100 timelines, would stop when Lucif, who had been in control this entire time of the fight, would slam Vegito down with a swift palm strike. As looking down at Vegito's collapsed body, the Elder God would smile and say, I have no idea how you caused me so many problems. You have gotten weaker and more fragile as time has gone on. Perhaps that Jiren did more bad for you than good after all. I wouldn't put it past him. After all I did to him, to be fair. But despite his losing position, Vegito would still somehow be smiling. But as he would slowly get up onto one knee, he would continue, but unfortunately, that's not the real reason you've been winning. Allow me to show you. This line leaving not only Lucif, but all of us confused until a mysterious foot would step out of a portal for once. The first of many. We're back! As unbelievably, an army not of the dead, but of Vegito clones.
That's why he's going through on timeline. He was actually making the chill clones of himself to get new spawns. Damn, that's crazy. Damn, that's crazy.
Set in motion, and its insane results will soon be revealed.
Yeah, smarter than
in
me.
the next exciting episode of New Beat. But that was it for today's video, guys. And if you made it this far, leave me a hashtag Crones in the comments down below and let me know just what the hell has Vegito done now. Or just find out what happens right now on my Patreon, where you can see the full next video, fully voice acted, soundtracked, and edited for you to enjoy with over 4,500 plus other fans, as well as getting access to 250 plus other fan mongers too. It's the deal of the century.
Sponsor, skipping 5.
It's clenched.
Skip 7, ending 94. Skipping 5, Ultra Vegito. Recommended. With 12 grams of protein in every serving. Sponsor, flavor, 7 seconds. Press and hold for options. Button. With 12 grams of protein in every serving. Sponsor, flavor, 7 seconds. Press and hold for options. 1 of 6 or more.
Damn, big ass big poop.
Here to see that he was there.
Recommended. Row. Assassin Creed Shadows Live Samurai and Shinobi Stealth Kills. Row FTF. 2 watching. Live. Something like watching from the shadows, monsters and mystery. Translated documentary. 14K views, 12 hours of
Preying on anyone intruding on their terrain.
When I close
I've
my
seen
eyes,
this.
I still clearly see the image of that.
recommended. 7 ghost videos so skip where Mike Goku.
I've seen that one.
The Dark Truth of Goku. Vegeta vs. F. The Dark Truth of Joel opens up to Tommy Villa. Superman. Warzone cheater Nadia humiliated Liva. I waited 1 hour to try. 6 scariest video. Predator Badlands trailer teases Alien vs. Predator. WTF. 3C films. 4K. 143K views 1 day ago. 9 minutes. 26 seconds. 14 of 16 or more.
First footage, but also dropping some shocking reveals about the future of the Predator and Alien franchise. So that's exactly what I'll be doing here for you guys, is giving you my trailer breakdown for Predator Badlands, pointing out the little details you might have missed, Easter eggs here and there, as well as giving you my reaction to the trailer, because right now Predator fans are all pretty much saying one thing about this trailer.
Goku got it. NFS time. Sinners ending explained break that you lose. 2K. Rewind. Batch flood. 140. The Helltown says, I've been asking for this for years. And it's beyond. Devil May Cry. Afterlife. Official. I call the poltergeist. The guy WA. Not alone. Hype in the Midoriya defeats. Blood on the mirror. Predator vs. Spider-Man is at. Sinners ending. Minute. Warzone. Joel Miller through the valley. The Last of Us 02x02. Saber 66. 4K, 4.4K views 1 day ago, 5 minutes, 55 seconds, 31 of 36 or more.
I'm looking at your face, sitting in our home, makes me so fucking angry.
Sometimes things don't work out the way we hope. You feel like you're coming to an end. Is it everything you hoped for? You don't know what to do next.
Scary videos that are The Flash, 2025. The Mysteries of Bradshaw. The Flash, 2025. with Grant Gustin and Jenna Ortega. Film royalty, 22 KV. The Mysteries of Bradshaw Ranch, Aliens, Portals, and the Paranormal free documentary Movie Street, 68K views 4 months ago, 1 hour, 34 minutes, 54 seconds, 34 of 41 or more.
Sedona, Arizona, and its paranormal centerpiece, right?
How strong is Archie Sonic? Official U.S. Agent versus Taskmaster fight scene Thunderbolts asterisk 2025 movie clip HD J Blow movie clips 105K views 19 hours ago 5 minutes 6 seconds 36 of 41 or more.
There you are.
Now what?
Forget it yourself.
Hello to you too, my boy.
Sponsor skipping 11.
Oh, this orange is gross.
Meyer.com sponsor skipping 5. The Food Life button skipping 5.
This ends today.
Congressman Barnes, wow. You know, I never really thought you'd have a promising political career, but less than half a term. Yikes.
We're taking the end though.
I don't think so. Junior varsity, Captain America.
Walker.
Oh, nice to see you, Ava.
Recommended. She had a nice one. Larry King. 1 point. The disturbing case of the Dr. Haunting. Full paranormal documentary. The Cave Library. 444. Live. 2.3 ad views 1 month ago. 2 minutes. 42 seconds. 30 not Naruto's use of Kurama's chakras belt. Sasuke encounters clones of Zetsu English dub. I finally investigated the terrifying thing in the shed. I've been exploring these Cleveland of most 10 scary videos that are in one bad day away from being me. The scare I challenged for Assassin's Creed Shadows with Samurai and Shinobi stealth kills.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Recommended. Betty Brock Carnage is unhinged. Serial killers that are still on the loose today. Chilling scares. 1.9 and views 13 days ago. America's entire 6 most disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. 31 Saitama S. Punch ISNT what we thought. One Punch Man Chapter 202. Plot armor. 20K views 8 hours ago. 5 minutes. 49 seconds. 56 of 61 or more.
Saitama smiling while running alongside a happy rover. It's good to see Saitama in good spirits, bonding with his pet. Since he struggles with apathy, it looks like having an emotional support dog has been helpful. Soon after, the 2 kaiju-sized monsters
Scary of Kentucky Quebec Beyond new exclusive games coming to play. Haunted, Daredevil and Scary, White on who is 6 times The Walking Dead. 6 times campers witness terrifying encounters in Appalachia. Mr. Fear, 128K views 11 days ago. 31 minutes, 35 seconds, 67 of 71 or more.
Venturing deep into the depths of the Appalachian forest alone at night can be horrifying. But what happens when you encounter someone? Or something you'd rather never meet?
Skipping 5. Sponsor, Skipping 5.
Here's how the Michigan
Skip button.
Tonight, we're diving into 6 of the most terrifying.
Skipping 2. 34 seconds of 31 minutes. 34 seconds. Pause.
not fun when he says crawling. Yeah, man, my arm be sore sometimes. I don't know why. Crazy sore. That's watching the scary stuff on YouTube, watching more scary stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. It's like 4:46. I already took my butt to sleep. I just want to chop it up with y'all for a minute with this love. Y'all have a great day, room thing. Love y'all.